Mala.
Mr Speaker, it's great to be able to stand up and speak here for a few moments. Firstly, as you know, I've been away for a couple of weeks up in Northland, and it is important to acknowledge our Northland candidate, Mark Osborne. What a tremendous man of character and integrity, and we have seen an incredible effort from that man to get from 30% to 40%. Mark, you're an awesome legend, and also Rose May and Neil Clements and those local volunteers have worked tirelessly for the National Party. We are a party of volunteers and supporters, and I want to acknowledge them here today. They did a fantastic job for us. And I also want to say to those who voted for us and those who didn't, that this national government will continue to deliver for Northland. We govern for all, regardless of whether they voted for us or not, and we will continue to deliver. But, Mr Speaker, ultimately we lost. So I do have to acknowledge Winston Peters. I've known him for 26 years. He came to Waikato University when I was a young fella to set up the Young Nationals branch. We had 600 people there. I have to admit, over the years I've admired his charm and his humour, but I have never admired his vociferous attack on people as opposed to policy. And what will be a great test now is, does he have it in him to be able to be collaborative and constructive, or does the opposition, destructive, rock-throwing, negative Winston Peters going to be the man that represents them for the next 18 months? Well, if it is the latter, it'll be a short 18 months and we'll welcome back Mark Osborne in 2017. Mr Speaker, with respect to messages, I have one for the rabble, the insufferable sheikhs on the other side, who I have to admit are currently revelling in our moment of discomfort. This National Party has the capacity to check and adjust. It has the capacity to listen and respond. Underestimate our ability to do that at your peril. That's right. Provincial New Zealand need to see the benefits of our program in a more tangible way. That was a clear message that we've got. But I tell you what's real for New Zealand. Paid parental leave increasing from 14 to 16 weeks, that's real. That's right. Increasing parental tax credit from lower income families from $150 a week to $220 a week, that's real. Absolutely. Increasing the adult minimum wage by 50 cents to $14.75, that's real. That's right. Reducing ACC levies, that is real. Right. And the $218 million Home Start package and lifting minimum family tax credits, benefit payments and super payments, the latter twice the rate of inflation over the last 6 years. That is real, and we can do that investment because we have a strong economy, because we are focusing on the issues that matter. But what I have noticed over the last 6 months is that every single thing that this country has done over the last 6 years, every single advance that we have made, it shrieks and sneers from the opposition. We improve the lives for New Zealand, we get a shriek and a sneer. 80,000 more jobs, sneer, sneer, sneer. Reduce unemployment, same thing. We have the greatest result in crime for basically 10 years, same thing, sneer, sneer, sneer. Well, these are the people of New Zealand that are creating this momentum, so sneer on if you want to, but on this side of the House, we will succeed on for New Zealand. Thank you. And that is happening particularly in Tauranga, Mr Speaker. It's an incredible momentum that we've got over there, and it's phenomenal to be able to represent that area along with my colleague, the Honourable Simon Bridges. I just want to give you some examples of what we've achieved collectively, the people of Tauranga and Bay of Plenty and this government over the last 6 years. GDP has lifted 25%. Consumer confidence has increased to a 10-year high in the Bay of Plenty, topping the regional rankings for the first time in 2 years. A lift in sentiment has propelled household spending up. Number of electronic transactions up 10%. The value of building consents issued in Tauranga last year was the highest in 7 years, and that has driven 200 young people in Western Bay of Plenty in particular into construction apprenticeships in Bay of Plenty. Sales volumes are up 26.7%. The kiwi fruit industry, the backbone of the Bay of Plenty, has recovered, and we're expecting a 70% increase in exports and 4,000 jobs required over the next 6 years. The latest trade meet statistics show jobs have grown by 26% on the trade meet compared to the previous quarter. MB has said skilled vacancies in the Bay grew 20% month on month. These are real benefits, real outcomes for the people of the Bay of Plenty. And it is an absolute privilege to be representing them and being part of this government. Thank you very much.
Ian Lees-Galloway.
Thank you very much, Mr Speaker.